You ever wonder where the next big breakthrough is going to come from? Well, it might not be some high-tech billion-dollar lab. Today, we're diving into some amazing grassroots innovation, where creative students are using simple, accessible tech to solve some of our biggest real-world challenges. Let's get right into it. It's a fantastic question, right? Because we usually think innovation has to be super complex and crazy expensive. But what if the most powerful solutions are actually simple, clever, and built with tools you can find pretty much anywhere? That's the huge idea we're digging into today. So we're going to be looking at some absolutely brilliant student projects, and we've broken them down into three key areas of impact. First, making our world safer. Second, making our systems smarter with automation. And third, creating a more sustainable future for all of us, people and the planet. Okay, let's kick things off with safety because, at the end of the day, there is nothing more important than protecting human life, whether you're at work, at home, or just on your daily commute. I mean, think about it for a second. So many places are just filled with hidden dangers. You've got hazardous workplaces like coal mines, the daily risk of a tired driver on the highway, or even the chance of a fire breaking out in a factory. These are really persistent problems that call for a totally new kind of guardian. And this is exactly how they're building those guardians. First up, an IoT system for coal mines that's basically a digital canary in the coal mine, sending out real-time alerts about gas and temperature. Then you've got this smart driver drowsiness system that just uses a simple camera to watch a driver's eyes, and it'll sound an alarm if they start to doze off. And finally, a robot that doesn't just detect fires, it actually puts them out, keeping firefighters out of harm's way. The big takeaway here? These aren't just ideas on paper. They are actual working prototypes ready to save lives. All right, now building on that idea of safety, let's talk about the automation advantage. This is all about making our everyday systems not just safer, but way more efficient and secure. So many of our systems, everything from parking garages to checking in at work, still rely on people doing things by hand. And that means they're slow, they're prone to human error, and honestly, they're often surprisingly insecure. Automation offers a really powerful fix for that. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. Take a biometric attendance system. The old way, with ID cards, is open to theft and even buddy punching, where your friend clocks you in when you're not there. The new way? Your fingerprint. It's totally unique to you, it's super fast, and it guarantees the right person is in the right place. That is smart automation boosting both security and efficiency. And this automation is spilling over into other parts of our lives too. You see here a smart parking system that uses a simple Arduino board to guide drivers directly to an open spot. I mean, just imagine the time and gas that saves. And below that, an automated robot that sorts waste, taking on a repetitive and kind of hazardous job. These projects automate all the tedious stuff, freeing us up to focus on what really matters. All right, for our final theme, let's look at innovations that serve both people and our planet. This is where technology really meets responsibility, and it's so important. I mean, let's be real, we're facing some huge challenges, right? We have to conserve precious resources like water, make sure the air we breathe is clean, and find new sources of sustainable energy. These aren't just problems for governments to solve, they are problems that students are tackling right now. Okay, this one might be my favorite, the smart irrigation system. It's just so simple and so incredibly effective. First, little sensors in the ground are constantly checking how dry the soil is. That data tells the system exactly how much water is needed, if any at all. Then, the system automatically waters the plants. But here's the key, only as much as is absolutely necessary. The result? Huge water savings and healthier crops. It is a total win-win for farmers and for the environment. And the innovation just keeps coming. We've got an AI-powered system that monitors air quality in real time, giving communities the crucial data they need to protect public health. Then there's this, and it's just brilliant, a system that generates electricity from footsteps. Just imagine tiles in a busy train station capturing all that kinetic energy from people walking and converting it into clean, renewable power. How cool is that? So, after seeing all of these incredible projects, let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture here. What do all of these different innovations really have in common? So, what is the common thread? Well, it turns out all these projects share some amazing traits. They're all cost-effective, using affordable, off-the-shelf electronics. They simplify really complex problems. They enhance safety, and they can scale from a simple home project to a full-on industrial application. But maybe the most important thing is the mindset they represent, that the best way to learn is by doing, by building real solutions to real problems. And I think this quote just perfectly captures the spirit of everything we've seen today. Innovation isn't always one giant leap for mankind. More often than not, it's 1,000 small, smart steps, taken by creative people everywhere, that together actually change the world. These students saw a problem and used the tools they had right in front of them to build a solution. They didn't wait for permission, and they didn't wait for some perfect futuristic technology. They just started building. So that really just leaves one final question for you. What problem will you solve tomorrow?